It's been a little more than 100 days since Sandy blew through the Northeast, laying waste to shorelines and causing $50 billion in damage. From Point Pleasant to Brooklyn to Staten Island and Hoboken, thousands are still trying to piece back their lives, trying to rebuild, trying to move on. But from the wreckage, our next guest saw an opportunity to help. After a 15-year hiatus from woodworking, because it's usually hard to find the materials from your New York City apartment, he took to the street collecting materials from the downed trees in various parks across the boroughs and is repurposing them. What would have been wood chips or even waste, he carves into handmade bowls and vases. He's even teamed up with the New York Restoration Project, a nonprofit dedicated to replanting trees, and is donating 20% of his sales to the cause. In our guest spot today is agent and artist Topher Désprés. Now, before people accuse me of being some tree-hugging, touchy-feely liberal, I am not. But I walked into Williams-Sonoma and Columbus Circle, saw you, thought these were beautiful. We struck up a conversation, and you told me about what you're doing. Tell everyone else.
Yeah, so the individual project itself of using trees specifically from Hurricane Sandy came about right after Hurricane Sandy, obviously. It was spawned by an earlier idea of using trees that were naturally fallen here in New York City from the parks. Just after Hurricane Sandy and the tens of thousands that fell, I thought, what an opportunity to go around, collect them, and then use that to do something with it. So I teamed up with the New York Restoration Project to donate some of the sales back to them, and one thing just sort of connected to another, and now I have a spot in Williams-Sonoma starting probably in March, which is amazing. They're going to be selling the New York City pieces. Yeah. So we're really excited about that.
That's great.
Amazing. Well, and you said this isn't just a bowl, this is a message about waste and opportunity. What do you mean by that?
Well, to me, what that means is that in a bigger picture, like, opportunity really is all around us. It's a matter of seeing it and discovering it. And a lot of that, I think, comes from inspiration or love. You love something. I really love doing this. I just love doing it. I don't need to do it to make money. I just love doing it. I love seeing people happy. So out of that, I found a way to make it happen. And it was just a nice way. It just happened that it was using trees that were going to go to waste or be thrown away or maybe to mulch.
And so, you said 19,000 trees were downed?
More than that,
Wow.
But that was just, I think, just street trees here in New York City.
That's crazy. And you know where each of these bowls, I remember you telling me in the store, where each one came from in the park?
Every single one.
Wow, amazing.
Are you still out there collecting trees? Where are they not cleaned up? Where are you?
Well, if you venture into the parks a little bit off the beaten path, off the sidewalks, you don't have to go very far in before you'll find a freshly downed tree. The ones that were removed.
I mean, you are distinguishing between the trees from the storm and just fallen trees in general. Like, at this point, is stuff still out there that you can say definitely is from the storm, or is it just? Absolutely.
Well, there's trees that you can tell were just recently fallen. Some that I've categorized with the NYRP that these are trees that fell during Hurricane Sandy, and also the NYRP lets me go to their dump sites where they took the trees afterwards and they saved them there for me, so I can go and pick them out of there, which is really amazing.
And what has the response been like in the community here? The
response has been amazing. From when I do these markets at Williams-Sonoma, I had people cry. Women cry when I told them, like, yeah, this came from a tree that fell during Hurricane Sandy. It came from, in this case, Central Park, and I'd take the money and I'd give it back to to replant the trees, and they would cry.
Talk just a little bit about the work that New York Restoration Project does.
Their primary function is to restore community spaces in the New York City area. So it could be it could be gardens, it could be parks, it could be trails. My specific work with them obviously is going to the parks and the love for the trees.
So if someone can't get to the Williams-Sonoma and Columbus Circle where I met you, how can they either buy one of your pieces or donate?
Well, they could go to my website, which is topherdesprés.com, and they could contact me there. They will be able to get these online on the Williams-Sonoma website starting
that's fantastic.
in early March. Really excited about that.
Great.
Thanks. Yeah, and of course they could go to the NYRP and they could donate there.
Great. Well, Topher Désprés, thanks so much.
I have one surprise, though.
Oh, what? I love a surprise.
I brought that for you. I didn't know there were going to be other anchors, or I would have brought other pieces.
What is this?
I thought it was just going to be you and me.
Oh, this
That's
is fantastic.
That
on
is
the bottom?
super cool.
On the bottom, Swindler Cove Park, Hurricane Sandy. Thank you so much. That is
Very
gorgeous. Topher Désprés, thanks for joining us. Straight ahead, Hillary or no Hillary? Steve's got some new evidence 2016 may be the year a woman finally wins the White House. Is it me?
Well,